I'm not driving.
Oh no, they're coming in this door. Uh-oh. Where's the front? Uh-oh. I'm out of here. Now we're on the front line. Everybody back
graduating class. Hi.
How are you?
Fine.
So nice of you to come.
Oh, I came from Toledo for this.
Oh my goodness.
I flew down Thursday. My mother still lives on.
I almost didn't get him here.
Oh my God! You know, I was wondering. I thought.
And you came all the way from Toledo.
Oh, there's people from all over the country here today.
Oh, George.
Still his friend. Yeah, still a girl.
George Horan is probably the single most influential person. Probably, I just can't think of anyone else that's had more of an impact on my life personally and been a bigger inspiration. And I know so many of the people that came through his classes that have gone on to be successful musicians, but more than that, they've gone on with a strength of character, I think, that he was able to instill in people that's just really rare. And the things that I learned from him that really had so little to do with music, except that they were really important in general, you know, from a spiritual point of view and from a work ethic point of view. They've just been so very valuable to me in so many different aspects of my life, and I know that there's many people that feel that way, and I know I just am so grateful that I had the opportunity to learn the things I learned from him and to be part of what he has given to so many people. So I know this is long-winded, but you know, I'm overwhelmed, and I just really, I've always loved George, and God, I'm just so grateful. So
I want to thank you for one thing, what you taught me to listen to and how you taught me to listen. I never would have listened to Hindemith or Copeland or Bernstein or any of the wonderful stuff now that fills my life if it hadn't been for you. So thank you ever so much.
My grandpa is the nicest grandpa in the whole entire universe.
Ah, that is so nice. Thank you, Laura.
With the Naples crew.
This is the Naples.
We'll all get together next week in Naples.
Okay, any words of wisdom? Any words of wisdom?
No wisdom, no.
Okay.
Hello, George. Happy birthday. Everybody's here. You have to come to Florida and you come in November. And everybody will be there. That's it. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Bye.
Bye.
Sign it, say a few things for George. Also, right next to it is a copy of the mailing list. There's email addresses and phone numbers for pretty much everybody that's here. If you find any mistakes on there, feel free to edit all 70 copies. Feel energetic. And also, don't forget to tip the bartender. First, I want to thank everybody for coming. It's been an incredible turnout. You know, everybody's just been so incredible for, you know, giving names and phone numbers and email addresses, and you guys are a bunch of great people, and I've really enjoyed getting to know each and every one of you. It's been a lot of fun. And people have come in from California, Arkansas, Tennessee, Massachusetts, Ohio, North Carolina, Mexico. There's a little ways to travel for the weekend.
Well, thanks to you, Tim. Thank you.
You know, everybody that lives locally too. You know, we really appreciate everybody coming out. And I also want to thank Brad Allen and George Sims for bringing equipment, and Peter has just been fabulous as far as, you know, supplying equipment, a lot of positive energy and a lot of support. And I really want to thank Peter too as well. His database was instrumental in getting a lot of you guys together. You know, he's been like the hub of the wheel, and we just kind of stumbled across him on the internet. So it's been really a great thing getting a hold of him. And I also want to thank Annie for her love and support, and for helping us dupe George into coming to this fish fry. As you may have noticed, the theme of the party has been music, and George, we know that music has been a central part of your life. You know, it's always involved music as far as playing, listening, teaching, composing. Don't laugh too hard. And you know, we all know that music, you know, evokes a mood, and it soothes the soul, and it also conjures up a lot of memories. When you hear an old song, you think back to when, you know, some time back 30 years ago, you know, when you were sitting in a room somewhere with a few guys hanging out, and you heard this song for the first time. And you know, music is important to all of us, and you know, in talking to everybody coming to this party, that we heard so many memories of you know, when they were being taught by you in school, or playing with you, or you know, out just gigging with you somewhere. And you know, a couple of the better ones from your students, you know, were you know, what do you think Time is? A magazine? And what do you think you're playing? The Men's John? And you know, my personal favorite is a guy who couldn't come, Richard Rue. You know, when you were talking about his sax playing, you said, "Rue, you're about as subtle as an atomic bomb." And you know, we could parade a bunch of people up here who want to, you know, could just talk endlessly about how important you have been in their lives, and what a great friend you are, and what a great mentor you've been. And we've got a couple of people who want to come up and say a few words, and we're going to start off with Henry Randy, who wants to say a couple things.
Hey, Tim, thank you!
Yes, I don't know how I got volunteered, but I do, and I want to say selfishly that this has been a great thing to be able to get here and see all of you again. And I must say that personally, over the years, thinking about you, and it has been great value to have been that you have been a part of my life as well at one point. And it has been very significant to all of us, I think, that George has been a part of our lives. You know, mentors are things we talk about in education all the time. And George is a mentor. I think every one of us puts him down at the top of our list, or right there someplace. And I remember him saying one time, as Tim was having these sayings, that he said, there's a lot of great starters in this world, but not a lot of great finishers. Well, George, look around, that what you see are a lot of great finishers. And that may be the greatest tribute, I think, I hope, that you feel tonight. And I'm looking forward to hearing some great music.
Thanks, Henry. Now your son Scott wants to say a couple of words of wisdom to
I'm going to have to bring this further down. My brothers and sisters asked me to get up here in front of y'all tonight just to say a few words. Oh, my dad, we're all here, you know, to say happy birthday to my dad, and just a fantastic gathering of fantastic people and friends. Just a great night. And I just want to say thank you for everyone coming out tonight. But many of you had the opportunity to work with my dad or to be taught by my dad and then work with him later. That was probably a thrilling, fantastic experience. But my sister and my two brothers and I had the opportunity to be raised by my dad, and that was a trip. And if any of y'all know, my oldest brother, he set the stage pretty good. You know, opened the avenue for us to travel much wide, so we could have plenty of room to maneuver. My sister really set the stage, and then I came along with some pretty outlandish antics, and then of course Timmy followed at the rear with almost a full 4 years at Langley, and he's probably the only one that it was really the closest to my dad during the school years. But I can say that with any son, I had the best father in the world. He was the coolest dad. And look what he produced. He produced my oldest brother, who's very successful, owns his own business. My sister, who is extremely successful, has a great husband, a fantastic family. My little brother, who is just doing great things down in Roanoke, Virginia. And then I usually pull up the rear, and I'm struggling to survive the Air Force, and I've got a couple more years. So, I mean, my father structured a family full of love, full of sharing, and full of learning. Very high ethics, very, you know, just a structured and a good environment to grow up in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And we're very, very, very fortunate to have someone like him to be a father. And so I want to thank you, Dad. Now, before we the real nucleus behind our entire family has and this night, you know, is my dad's birthday, but we would not be here, and we would not be doing the things that we have done in our life and some of the successes that my father went through if it weren't for this lady right here. She is the nucleus and the foundation, the concrete, the dirt of our family. And without her, we would be nothing. Mom, I love you. I think there's some flowers up there on the somewhere. Here we go. But again, you know, my mom is, she's been the one that kept my dad hoed into the D.C. area and didn't let him run off to New York or L.A. to pursue.
Kept him off the road.
That's right. And there was many nights that my dad, you know, not only teaching at Langley and later Cooper, but many nights he's downtown doing his gigs, you know, 3, 4, 5 nights, and that was, you know, the reason why some of us got some of the advantages and the opportunities that we had during our life. But it was this lady who put it all together and kept us 6 functioning as a fluid and dynamic family.
George's anchor, all the way.
That's right. Dad, hey Dad, from all the brothers and sisters, we want to say we love you very much.
Thanks, Scott. I'm going to lift this back up a few inches. All right, Pete Chase wants to read a letter a friend wrote.
I'm more impressed. First of all, I remember so much more about my years at Langley than at Marshall, except maybe about the uniforms. The G.C. Marshall Statesmen had the traditional uniforms, blue and red, with buttons and epaulets and hats, and of course we all wore pants. But at Langley, well, it was a whole other thing. We were no longer referred to as the band, but as the wind ensemble. So naturally, we had to have uniforms that reflected that. I always thought that was very classy. Mustard gold blazers, berets, very cool. For when we had the march, which wasn't much, thank goodness, and black slacks for the guys and skirts for the girls. I'm personally glad that you like legs. Most of the front row were girls. And then it was your idea to go against tradition again and put the piccolos and flutes in the first row when we marched. Finally, we could be heard, but even more importantly, I think we had pretty good legs. Of course, I seem to remember marching in the Cherry Blossom Parade and always ending up right behind the Budweiser beer wagon, with the team of those huge horses, the Clydesdales. Well, there was always some fancy footwork from the marchers in the front row. So many memories. How long did the red curtains stay up in the window in your office that looked into the band room? I remember the first day in the new high school and seeing the band room. I don't remember if I had been elected yet as president of the band. That was cool, considering there were only about 6 or 7 girls in the group. But I do remember organizing things and getting those curtains made. In fact, we got a deal on the fabrics because of Alex Honeycutt's family's fabric store. There's so many people I remember, I can picture them in their seats. I was practically under your baton. First flute, second chair, just to the left of Tim Bell. I always knew he was the real deal, and I was just kind of tagging along trying to keep up. I remember the clarinet section quite well, Carolyn Corwin and Alfie Taylor, gosh how I miss him. Then Alice Busby on bassoon. She always made me laugh. Steve Heckel, who made it here tonight. George Sims and Alex Honeycutt on sax, and Jack Seaver and George Atkinson on trumpet. There are so many others, but those were my closest buddies, and I adored them all in the stage band too, and I was so thrilled when you asked me to join the Swingophonic Band. It was really neat to have Sammy Nestico come and try out his arrangements with us in the stage band. I knew that was neat even then. What you got out of us was truly amazing. You sound like a Mickey Mouse band playing in the men's room. That's another one of the things. You bellowed at us on more than one occasion, and you were always on Jack Seaver about something. He always deserved it, we know that. But you saw his talent and just wouldn't let him flake out. Thank God for teachers like you. In fact, sitting in the front row meant us flautists were showered upon on a regular basis when things were really cooking. And you were letting us out. Yelling and sputtering. And if I'm not mistaken, didn't us flute players all bring in umbrellas one day and at a certain moment open them all up at the same time? The answer to that is yes. Your standards as a teacher left an indelible impression on me, not just as a student and what I came to want and expect from other teachers, but now as an artist and craftsman, and also with my own teaching. I'm happy to say that I've been a professional actress for 29 years. No, I've never been a waitress. I've made my living acting. And I've also been directing and producing and teaching. I'm adjunct faculty at the USC School of Theater, and I also teach at an excellent private studio in Hollywood. I've always wanted to work with people who have passion and commitment and discipline, and the same holds true for students. Oh, they may complain when you keep that bar high, but of course when they deliver the goods and realize what they accomplished, they love it and want more, as you've seen. They want the bar to be raised even higher. When I look back and realize what a huge influence you were on me when it comes to that kind of energy and passion and expectations, well, I thank God that I got to spend 4 years with you as a teacher. You gave me a foundation and set me on a path that has served me well. Thank you for that. I can't be there tonight to celebrate because I'm in the middle of my run of Stephen Sondheim's The Little Night Music, playing opposite John Rubinstein, yes, Arthur's son, with my theater company here in LA. John is a member and we've played opposite each other before. And yes, I'm playing Desiree Armfeld, the actress. I get to sing Send in the Clowns. It comes near the end of the show and it's so beautiful, especially in the context of the story and the scene. I'll be singing it for you tonight. We all love and respect you so much. Thank you for everything that you have given us. Have fun tonight. Love and best wishes from Marilyn McIntyre.
Final speaker up here will be a longtime friend and host of the Bands of Tomorrow competitions over the years, Bill Maynard.
I don't get to do this often, and I'm nervous as hell. I'm just thinking how long I've known George. As you can look at me, you can tell I wasn't one of his students, but I first heard him way before I met him when he was playing trumpet around town, and it's nice tonight to see George, some of your contemporaries who came to honor you. Wade, Marshall, Eddie, Andy, I'm going to leave somebody out, and Mickey. Mickey taught me everything I know. You taught me a lot too. You taught me what it meant to take young people and mold them into something. You did it with your family, you did it with the school children, and I remember very vividly many times we had together on stage at Langley, or at the Capitol Hilton, which was then the Statler Hotel at 16th and K Street, when one of your beloved trumpet players fell off the back of the stage while the band was playing. And I thought, that's my Uncle George. Or the day I brought the band over to the Windjammer Club at the Marriott at the 14th Street Bridge for a Sunday afternoon concert for a bunch of folks who had must have had at least 6 Bloody Marys apiece. And I'll remember one of the guys in the band, who shall remain nameless, who begged me to introduce him to one of the cocktail waitresses. And I knew he had not learned that at the knee of Uncle George. How good you were to those men and women. You and Dave Reed, when you had the Northern Virginia Stage Band, and we did that little half-hour radio show. And I asked you in the very beginning of that show, I said, George, and we were in the band room, and all the members were there. I said, do you have any discipline problems? He said, nah, what's that? And he meant it. And they did call you Uncle George. And I said to the band, well, what do the Beatles mean to you? And one of the guys in the band yelled, a headache. I thought, that's Uncle George. You made them play in time, in tune. And I'm the lucky one, because the 10 years of doing the Bands of Tomorrow contest on Saturday night from school there, sponsored. Dorothy Fox, was that the music? Yeah. Remember that? Gosh, that was fun. When I went to Andy Ockershausen, who was running WML at the time, and I said, you know, they've got some marvelous young musicians, we ought to do something like that. He said, can we get it sponsored and paid for? And I said, I doubt it. But he let us do it anyhow, and it did finally become sponsored. So I'm the lucky guy. I grew up in a city with some of the greatest musicians who ever blew a horn, or played a piano, or a drum set, or a bass. And George and the older guys know who those folks are. Earl Swope and Marky Markowitz and Jack Holliday and Joe Timer. And I wish we could all go back and live it all over again. And if you get a school band again, I'll bring a tape recorder and we'll fake it. I'm proud of you and your family, and I'm glad you're my friend. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Bill. As you can tell from all the equipment up here, we're going to have some music tonight, and you know, we couldn't afford a band, and luckily it kind of fell in our lap. So really a pleasure to have a bunch of these great and highly successful musicians come up, and they're going to play some tunes in a little while once we get all this organized. And again, George, we wish you the happiest of 70th birthdays, and thank you very much for being our friend and mentor. Before we get started, we're going to have a toast. Okay, before the band kicks off on a...
Beth,
the band.
after the toast,
What a marvelous group! You're all under arrest!
Scott.
But George, the things that people hope to get out of life are, you know, to be respected, to be loved, and to leave some lasting legacy. And as you can see from all of your friends and family and former students that are here tonight, that you've been successful at all three. And we want to raise our glasses in a toast to you. Husband, father, friend, and mentor, George Horan. Happy birthday, George. This is a song written especially for this evening's occasion, and it's called Happy Birthday, You Puppy, George Sims original.
Jimmy's going to be playing.
Dave, they need a drummer.
all I can say is this. Happy birthday, damn it! From me to one of the top 2 teachers. The other one was Sammy Withers. You remember Sammy? The top 2 guys in my whole educational experience. You guys, and you in particular, meant so much to me. It's unbelievable. I still play music today, and I sing and I do keyboards and all this other stuff, and it's really because of you. And I want to thank you a lot and have a happy birthday.
What can I say? I remember reading a Langley yearbook from before I came there that said, and your little squib said, I am not a music teacher, I'm a musician who teaches. And I thought that was the most beautiful distinction in the world, and it was true every day, and every day I pick up my horn, I think about you because of that. Thank you very much. Happy birthday. George, happy birthday. This has been a blast. Getting to play and getting to hear Tom play and getting to hear you play. George, happy 70th, man. I hope to be here for the 80th when we have that next 10 years. Looking forward to it. I'll be back.
recordings under your direction.
Help.
A lot, yep. After listening to them, I'd say that maybe just a few would fall into that category.
I was on.
And then they also found about 100 other reel-to-reels, but cover music. Great trumpeters, saxophonists, etc. Then went over to Langley High School, found about 75 recordings under your direction. Then the word got out by email that I was starting to collect music under your direction. And people started to respond. And I want to thank everybody here that did respond. Got another 30 or 40 recordings in. So I can say that at this moment there's about 100 recordings about a mile from here at my home under your direction that have all been transferred at 16-bit, 44K, 44.1K to CD.
He's friends with your brother. you.